Chase, hello and welcome to a specially hand-picked Casual Monday just for you, my friend.
I'm pretty excited.
I'm very excited. We are going to be playing Griftlands tonight here at the Casual Hour. This is a game that you've told me about some time ago. I got to hop on the early access with the PC life. You lived through me somewhat on one night through a podcast where I talked about, hey, it's all right. But since we've been doing this show, I really like this game. And now you can play it too.
Yes, this Griftlands is now officially out on Switch. I own it.
Okay.
I have not loaded it up yet.
That's fair.
I've been a little bit busy, but I'm very excited, very happy that I now have access to this game and can really play it. And we also need a quick look at this. I don't think it's up quite yet, right?
No, it'll be up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So it is locked and loaded.
If you're watching this, you get to see some of our thoughts before we actually give our thoughts.
Absolutely. And tonight's, we're going to do our first playthrough with Smith. I've played through this game a couple of different times with Sal, and I played a little bit with Rook. But Smith is new to me, and it's the third and I guess final unlockable character in the game. So I thought before we hop into it, Chase, I'm going to make us a little bit bigger here. And then I'd like to go over the perks with you, since you and I are going to be collectively doing this run tonight. So
sure thing.
I did unlock a few more down here. I don't have any other points, so what I have unlocked is what I have unlocked. I had these loaded up, which I thought they were kind of interesting, but I can absolutely be swayed to do something different here if there's any that you think would be beneficial. So starting out with more health, I feel like I end up doing more battles and negotiations, but I do have a higher resolve also, I think. Unlocked. No, I do not. So I do not have that unlocked. So if we want to have any health attributes, we have that. Draw 2 additional cards at the start of every battle and negotiation. I think that's pretty handy to have. And then gain 1 power at the start of each battle. Not a bad thing to have. But we've got the ability to start with some more money. We can have no effects from eating or drinking for once a day. Start the game with 1 random person that will like us. And pets are immediately trained when we get them, or we can have a graft, which is one of those run-based boons that will be leveled up when we put it in.
Okay. I like alert, but how about just to switch things up, we try having the 1 person like us.
Okay.
And the upgrade one.
So get rid of health?
Get rid of health and get rid of perfect shape. And add in the one about a random person liking us, and then that top right one.
Yeah. Okay. Random person. So click here and...
I don't know. Keep alert.
Oh,
Alert's
shit.
going
I'm
on.
going to put alert up here.
Okay.
There we go. And then which one?
The top right one. No,
that one there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
I don't have any.
If we fail, you can blame me.
No, I would never do such a thing. Never do such a thing. All right, Chase. Anything else that we need to see here before hopping on?
I don't think so. You don't have any outfits for this character because you haven't played them before.
Nope. Anything you want to see from the decks?
I mean, are the decks going to be fundamentally different than Sal's?
There's some differences here. Yes.
Okay.
So Smith uses a big old hammer, and it's pretty badass to see, but he also has a drinking problem. And in this drinking problem, you will have this mechanic of empty bottles versus in your hand or in your discard pile, and what those empty bottles will look like. It's hard to explain without seeing it in action here, but that's a very different mechanic. Negotiations are the same. I mean, the same tactics are here. Nothing different in negotiations for him.
Sure, just a slightly different deck setup.
You were born to disappoint. When your wealthy parents tried to foot you with the bill of their ambitions, you left the check with your siblings and hit the road. At actions speak louder than words. So while you gambled and drank your way through every dive bar this side of the sea, your parents cleaned up after you, eager to keep the family name out of ledgers. Meanwhile, your siblings flourished. Theru, the baby, grew out of diapers and into the Merchant's Guild, keeping his skin oiled. Mullafi, your twin sister, sharpened her teeth at the Admiralty, swimming up the ranks like a sharp-toothed eel. And Vixmali, the eldest, became a Hessian cardinal. Guess those family ties paid off. So at least when your parents finally died, they had 3 other broodlings to be proud of. But when you came home to claim your inheritance, it turns out that your parents weren't the only ones to feel resentful.
So,
Wow.
Smith's got some baggage.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And your siblings, I'm really curious from a story standpoint to see how this played out. So far, I think that the story has the most interest, to me at least, out of the 3 characters, as far as like how the shenanigans can really play out here. So we are past we're at the funeral for our parents. We found out we don't have the inheritance. We have one person who does like us. Let's see who it is, because we got that random person. Hinders, Cult of the Hesh Illuminati. We don't know yet what the boon will be because they don't love us, but we at least have somebody starting out there liking us. So we'll learn a little bit more about that person as we go on here.
Bobby, is the story the same every time you load it up for each character? Like, will you always start with Smith in waking up in the gutter here?
Yes. So this is before the show. I had just loaded in Smith to see what their cards were, and that was the same opening. There was something when we were doing the character select screen where it was talking about prestige. I don't know if this is like Hades, where things change as you complete the runs, and maybe that will be a case here for Griftlands. What is going on, Jiggy? Welcome back to Casual Mondays. Do you know about this game? But we'll see what happens with some of the stuff changing there. Let me see if this works. I want to try something now that he's here. Let's see if that works. That did not work, but maybe this will work? I don't know if this will work. Let's hope it does.
I've only got it loaded up on mobile.
Yeah, there it is. Cool. So my alias doesn't work, but the rest of it does. Nice. Okay. So this is the first time we wake up in a gutter. And Chase, I don't know how you want to go about this with... can you see everything all right? Do I need to make anything bigger from a UI standpoint? Everything's coming across good for you?
I think I'm okay. I've got this light covering up kind of the top left corner of my screen.
Okay.
So you can see me. Or top left. Did I say top left or top right? Top left corner of my screen. So it's going to be hard to read some of those numbers, but other than that, I'm pretty solid. I
will do a little bit of reading back and forth, just from like a lore standpoint, if there's any questions we have. As we showed up, the quick look that comes out tomorrow goes into it, but there's a lot of stuff here that we can click into. So you knew you weren't the family favorite, but to be kicked out of your own parents' funeral, that sounds rough. So
and Jiggy, this is a Klei joint. People behind Mark the Ninja and Shank and Invisible Ink.
Don't Starve.
Yeah, I was gonna leave out their worst game, but you know,
that's
you
fine.
Can say it. Their most popular yet worst game.
This just came out of early access and hit 1.0 recently. It is currently on, I think, everything now, including the Switch. Mm-hmm. In short, we're going to be dealing with 2 decks here. We have a negotiation deck and we have a battle deck, and there's going to be some social links here as people will begin to hate us or people that we will kill. All that gets unpacked here as well. So Chase,
it seemed like you were a little bit more spec'd out for battle stuff.
Yep. Pick that card.
Maybe we took those things off, but let's take the combat card.
Okay. Fellow like you hasn't combed every bar in Havaria, unsettled continent on the western side of the sea. Let's see here. Hits all enemies. I'm always a fan of hitting multiple people.
Yeah, hitting and gaining defense all in one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's the card I want to go with.
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll accept that card. That will kick us off. Before you entered the front entrance, elbowing your way through the crowd. This time, though, you head around back. Hold it right there, Grifter. The captain has given me a license to beat you down again. Grifter, for anybody who's unaware, a name for any factionless settler, explorer, or opportunist who hails from the Havarian Griftlands.
Oh, that's the name of the game.
Yes. You see what's going on there? Not anymore. Besides, I've been stationed here for 5 years. I had better things to do than let my glands harden around this dump, didn't I? Politics are never kind, but to be disowned by your own brood, that must sting. I'd take time for self-reflection, notice where your feelings are at, and you'd rather avoid it altogether. You notice a box inside the estate gates, a glint of precious metals catching your eye. It looks like some of your heirlooms from your parents' vacation home. Well, I want at least one of those.
Exactly. We deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got rights. Alright, Zex is who we're talking to here. We can get some influence if we kill them. Alright, so we can back away from it, we can beat them up, or we can threaten them. I think we know what we're going to do here, right, Chase? No?
Yeah. No? Let's kick some ass.
Okay. So there's no escape once we start this. They're 2-star. I'm not too worried about that. We definitely have a bit more resolve than they do. But we're going to fight them. Well, they dislike us. Here are the bottles. The number of empty bottle cards in this deck. And then empty bottle over here that we haven't used yet. So Jiggy above head is going to always be a status effect. They'll let you know if they're going to be attacking you. Currently, they're not attacking us. 40 health. If we do 30 damage or more, they're going to panic and want to surrender. At the end of their turn, they do get 5 defense to all allies, which that doesn't really do much for us here right now. So they're not attacking us. Go ahead.
Yeah, if they're not attacking us, we don't need to gain defense.
No.
So that rampart card that we have, while cool, is not necessary.
Drop kick I like. We're gonna take some damage. Oh, that's the other thing about this character. So let me break that down for you, Chase. There is Moxie for Smith here. So whatever you dish out, at the end of his turn, Smith will heal equal to the amount of Moxie he has left. After healing, his Moxie is halved down to the minimum of 1. So one of the crazy things about Smith here is that we can really hurt ourselves and sometimes get a pretty big increase for healing if needed, depending on how the Moxie plays out. So just something to keep in mind as we're doing it. Like this dropkick, we're going to take 3 damage. Our Moxie's currently at 1, so that might not pay off. But looking at how the Moxie plays out here, his Moxie increases by a random amount between 1 and 2. So we're going to take damage of 3 that could almost negate out what that would be if we do this right. So
now, before you do that dropkick, if you use the rampart first and gained the 6 defense and then did the dropkick, would that 3 go towards your defense?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I don't know what the best play is here.
We're gonna do a couple hits here with our hammer. And then I'll do a drop kick just to show what that looks like. Sure. We're so early into this that I'm not overly concerned about damage. So that one up to 2. And then when I hit my end turn here, we'll go back with 2 there. Alright, so then our Moxie comes back into play. And now we're down to just 1 off of that. They are going to be attacking us for 7 damage. So we want to make sure that we can apply some defense here. Alright, let's do that. We'll do some defense so we can absorb that. I don't want to take damage on top of that damage from them. Do want to apply some more damage to them, though. They got that shield. Oh, so they're going to get the 5 shield, even though they don't have allies. Interesting.
I guess they count as an ally. And yeah, Jiggy, this is a card-based game. Technically, it's like 2 card-based games because you get these options to either do these battles or to do these negotiations, which each have separate decks associated with them. And so it's kind of, they're very similar card games. They work on slightly different statistics and have some slightly different moves in them.
All right, so we took a little bit of a hit there. Not going to take any damage from Zex here, but let's do this move this time. And
that's a pretty cool looking move.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I love that his hammer's handle will grow out as well, which I think is really awesome. So I'm going to do this drop kick now that we've got the shield up.
Sure.
And really try to just maximize our damage, as we're getting really close to them saying that they're going to surrender.
Right.
All right. 16. They are going to be attacking us for 3 this time, so we'll just negate that out really quick. Do a bash times 2. We just got exposed. When receiving defense, reduce the amount by 50%. So that's a pretty shitty thing to get.
Well, it would be if we weren't going to crush her.
Yeah.
So how much to get her into?
Right there. Just 1. So now we have a really tough decision to make. How do we want to start this run off? They already don't like us.
You know what? Let's leave this decision to Jiggy.
All right,
Jiggy, should we kill this poor woman, or should we let her?
We can accept their surrender, or we can execute. I don't know if we can see... Yeah, this is what we have to gain here. So we can get this negotiation card.
And we only get that if we kill her, right?
Correct. So Death Loot is specific to if we actually kill, which, again...
But if we didn't kill her, there are other implications that, there will be story-based stuff. There will be some,
for sure.
Like maybe if we don't kill her, she'll go, "Oh, okay, you have that box because you beat me up."
Yeah.
And like no further fight will have to happen.
So we'll see here. We'll see what Jiggy says.
Well, meanwhile, while Jiggy thinks about it, Bobby, let me tell you a story about how my day's gone.
Okay.
I heard a dripping from my apartment earlier.
It's never a good thing.
While I was working. No, it was not a good thing. There was a leak. It was coming from the apartment above me, and I caught it relatively early. I was able to put some bowls under his button. All right. It's your choice, but okay, I respect it. Yeah, it turned out that the apartment above me, their toilet overflowed.
Oh no!
So that was some toilet water that was dripping down into my apartment.
Oh
no! So that was fun. It's good times. I not a ton. Got through. We were okay, but not the not the way you want to.
I'm sorry, man.
Go. It was all right.
What did it get resolved?
Yeah, I guess it got fixed. I still have some towels there. It hasn't dripped for a while, but
okay.
Just being sure.
No problem, Jiggy. So Jiggy, we did the mercy and we let them live. We had the reward of picking a card, and you'll find that as we're playing through this. At the end of each battle, you have a choice to gain cards.
Would we have gotten this even if we killed her, or do we only get
this would have came up regardless of mercy or death or negotiation? We would have got to pick a negotiation card, but we're getting a battle card here. We would have gotten that bonus card if we would have killed her. So,
do you find that once you choose one way, whether it's negotiation or battle, you pick that all the time since you're getting more and better cards for doing that first one?
It depends. Like, I think we talked about this in the quick look, not to keep alluding to it, but there's a lot of spinning plates. So you'll see what the negotiations are wild when you do them, and it can feel really, really good when that happens. Like, because there's a lot of rapid fire that comes with it, but the battling, I think, has a much more appealing system to me. I like the visuals that happen with it a lot more. You can bring your companions in a little bit more on that stuff, and that's really cool to see. And it just depends. Like, I gravitate more towards battle, but sometimes the game really puts an interesting spin on why you would choose one or the other.
Sure. But I can see here, like, if we're choosing a battle card, the next time we have the option whether to battle or negotiate, I'm going to go, well, let's battle because we got
this new shiny
better
card.
Battle stuff. Yeah.
I've used a card similar to this in other runs. Attacking with a card twice is a gimme. I think that's a smart move on our part.
What does trauma and wound do?
So trauma is whenever the owner is attacked, increase trauma by 1. Trauma is what causes the person you're fighting to get panicked and then surrender. So wound is going to inflict 1 bonus damage on this target at the beginning of the turn. So that's Rib Cracker is not bad, especially if you're trying to whittle somebody down. But I can Kiss the Fist is also a really good name. Rib Crackers, that's good, cheeky. But Kiss the Fist is also a really good one, and I think that's
Let's do that.
So let's see what happened here.
Shield easy.
Not on the guest list, you said. Except my fist was on the guest list to your face. Eat it.
Damn, got her.
Eat it.
Got her.
This is all babble. Take it then, but I'll be telling your siblings about this.
Great. We don't even like my siblings.
No, they don't like us, and we don't like them. We open the box. There's not much in there. Most of it's useless, but we do have some choices to make. We can get 2 negotiation cards. We can grab some healing vapors, which they're a card that you will play that will obviously be healing you here. Apply 6 mending, replenish and destroy after 1 use. We also have...
Are those like consumable, or are those consumable for each battle?
That will be for each battle. So that card, once you use it, it's gone. So this will be in our deck, but once we use that card, it's gone.
It's gone forever, or it's just gone for 1 battle?
That battle. It'll be back for the next battle.
Okay, that seems pretty good then. And we get 2 of those cards.
We do get 2 of those, and then the Amnesiator. Remove this card permanently. The next card played is played twice, then destroy it after 2 uses. So healing vapors could, if we're going to go more battle, which it seems like we might be, I think this is probably a better pickup for us.
Okay.
So we got 2 of those. You take what's ours, which I'm thankful our parents gave us those. Attempt to leave without a mote of dignity, so we can also ask about a few things. I want to know about my siblings, because apparently they're going to tell them something bad about us.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty that you were told about the funeral only not to be allowed in.
Yeah, but I also feel like Zex here, just this goon character, like it says in the corner. I didn't say she said. Like, she's not going to have a lot of information for us.
No. So there's something fishy going on with the parents. Also, Chase, I think this game has some of the best tooltips, if not the best tooltips I've experienced in a video game. The amount of, like, being able to just hover over things, but then go into more about character stuff. The menu systems are super great.
I mean, I'm very partial to Into the Breach's tooltips, but I can see the effectiveness of these tips.
So this is the overworld, and for each character, there's 3 different characters you can play as in Griftlands. You're going to have a different world, different story to go into it. And so it looks like our sweet relief is going to be Maurice's place. We're currently down here where the funeral was, but we're going to start this off and head up and see what's going on. The hideaway is not our first choice of bar, but it's the only one that doesn't have a bouncer at the door keeping pilgrims away. Inside, the air is humid and heavy, the way most Hardeshi like it. You take a deep breath to your coat and your lungs, and for the first time you actually feel at home. That is the species that we are, for anybody who is wondering.
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
Keeping up with the Kardashians, yes.
That's the name of the stream.
It takes...
So this is not the guy who likes us. Appears to be of the same race.
Yeah. That's a Jarackle species.
Zahulkia. Kepepolpa.
In the morning on the house, you got another thing coming if you think. Smith?
Pansoshoa.
The nervous twitching of Jarkle's nose brings back fond memories of your school days. Sweet Marif, you old fluff, how you been, buddy? Boy, it's good to see a friendly face. I've had a hell of a week. Well, you and me both, I guess.
Only Monday, Smith.
It's only Monday. Is there something you want, or are you just here to ask for free swill? Chase, you want to ask about anything, or you just want to offer to help?
Let's just offer to help.
Okay. Whatever you're doing, count me in. We're friends after all. Just say the word and your old pal Smith will knock some heads for you. Assuming this isn't some trick, I got a lead on something that might help. I just
no questions, all we want is a free drink or two.
Yeah, give us a drink, give us some heads to smash. Alright, we've got two choices to kick this off. That one's going to focus on negotiation. This one will give us the opportunity to do a battle or a negotiation. Looks like a nice payout for shills, but we could get our health increased or resolve increased on this one and still make 100 shills. Bounced out might be a pretty interesting way to go about it.
I'm good with that, with whatever you want. You know, we haven't done a negotiation, so it might be nice to show that off.
Yeah,
but
let's do it.
I'm fine.
All right. I figure maybe I'm not honoring the beaching. Heaved itself from the sea onto the shores of Pearl on the foam, believed to be a message from Hesh. The beaching has triggered an influx of pilgrims and opportunists into what was once controlled an opulent area. Okay. That's a pretty big deal, after all, having a holy visitation from the abyss. I've trashed parties for less. We all have. Yes, Jiggy, this looks like a store-brand Wookiee. You're absolutely right.
What does Smith look like, though, in the Star Wars universe? I feel like there's certainly some Rhodian energy I'm getting out of the eyes.
Yeah. I would say... Like, yeah. What was that one? God, I can't think of the species where it was at in the cantina.
Yeah, like there's a species I remember from Knightsville Republic where you go to that, like, no, it wasn't that one. No, sorry, it wasn't that water world that I was thinking. Those guys have like more like fishy faces. God, he does look like something though.
Maybe Chad can help out. So one thing to note also, Chase, because again, you have not fired this up yet. Every run, so whichever character you choose, you're always going to have a bar and a barkeep as like a friend or a confidant that's going to be kind of your home base that you start off with.
Okay.
So in that area, there's always going to be some patrons that you can talk to. You can usually try and win over their influence by sharing a drink with them. This will cost you a few things. One, you're gonna have to spend some money. Two, you'll end up taking on cards that aren't the best. So slurred speech and tipsy are just filler cards, but there are some things that you can get up here with your graphs that will turn them into some really important cards, but that's all, again, like really depending on the type of run you have. So if you get one of those graphs, come back to the bar, buddy up with people and get some of those cards in your deck, because then you can flip them over and use them. You can't see it because it's behind me. Let me switch over really quick so everyone knows what I'm talking
Jiggy,
about.
you are on the money. It's the Athorians. That is what I was thinking of. That's what our pal Smith looks like.
So I know this is a smaller screen. I'll just try to point out, I can see what day we're on, what time of day we're at, because certain things will happen based off of progression of day. Shills is the currency in the game to purchase things. This is our resolve, which is our health for our negotiation deck. This is the health, our overall health for the battle. This is where the graphs will go for negotiation. This is the graphs that will go for battle. And these are all of our social social links over here, and then insight to our cards, just so everybody's aware of what we were referring to. Back to the big screen.
Sounds good.
So I'm not going to share a drink at this point in time, but I can buy cards from Marif here. You can also buy a meal. This is what we were talking about, Chase. Once per day, you don't have any of the negative effects, so bloated would not happen here if we had that. So we could heal back up if we were in a pinch. And if you go back to our room, this is where you can change outfits. If you have companions, this is where you go at the end of the day to kick over the next day. All right, so now we're freewheeling here. We've got all kinds of choices to make. We do have our core mission, which we have to invite these people to the party. And this will be where all of them are located. So this is going to be a lot of negotiating, I think. Let's start here at the top.
Yep.
Oh, already a random event. Greetings, good sir. You don't know us. We're drunk. Doesn't mean you're a bad person either. Oh, forgive me. I'm just looking for someone who might be interested in a business opportunity. Would you be interested in a business opportunity? I have a prototype of the most uncanny creation, a device so cunning only the vagrant age, the ancient age, looks like, could have spawned it. What you talking, Spark Baron? Spark is a faction, that's right. Here in the phone. Don't be so small-minded. The past belongs to each of us, doesn't it? And with a bit of venture capital, it could belong to you as well. This seems like a pyramid scheme. First of all, we're too poor to invest in it. We could just take the prototype.
We could just take it. They'll dislike us. Just take it.
I think I'm going to take it, Chase.
We could just take it.
After all, why shouldn't I? I should trust you with my shills, but you won't trust me with your thingy? Our thingy? Because that's what you were suggesting after all. Here's a proposal. Give me that thing now, or I'll hurt you. That is a very fair...
Our fists.
Alright. That's a pretty cool weapon. They're not attacking us right now. They have impair. Attack damage by this target is reduced by 33%. At the beginning of their turn, reduce impair by 1. Alright, well, we're not taking damage from them. We're definitely going to kiss the fists, because...
Hell yeah.
And we have to get them down to... we have to do 23 damage to get them to surrender. Let's do a bash. And I'm going to improvise a card here. And we're going to drink and get some adrenaline going.
What's adrenaline do for us?
Where's that at? It goes into the bottle situation here.
Okay. I don't think it gets discarded because it was kind of a temporary whatever.
It did. It boosted up our attack. So I should have done that first on. We're gonna lose it. Damn it. Hey, you want some death sticks? Absolutely.
He's got counter up. What does counter do? Is that just
deal 3 damage back to the enemy when hit. Remove all counter at the beginning of your turn. So we're gonna take damage each time we hit. So we're getting 3 damage for each hit we do.
Yeah.
So I can negate at least one of those. And I can gain some defense here by using this one.
Yeah. That's great.
So we'll try that out. Plus it just looks really cool. Alright, so we can take 2 more hits now.
Does that defense stay?
This here?
Yeah.
It goes after this round. So
okay.
we basically need to use it now if we can. There's our healing vapors. We don't need those right now.
We're out of
I can do this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're out of actions.
Now we're out of actions.
Okay, so we lost that defense despite having that last 3.
Yep.
Okay.
But they don't have counter any longer, so that's a good deal. We can draw and expend a card. Let's see what that does. We got another Kiss the Fist. We're not taking... Oh, we're going to take 3 damage here. But not too concerned about that. Why not?
Seems good.
Bash.
What's that 4 above our head?
That's what they're going to do. So anytime you see this number up here, that's the damage that you are going to be taking at that.
I see it.
This is more information on them. So if we kill them, by the way, we get a defective grenade. Put some defense on. And let's drop kick. And bash them.
Yeah, it's not gonna be quite enough. Close. Real close.
Real close. So we'll take a hit here. Ooh, and they impaired us
We
too.
gained some of that back with the Moxie, don't we?
Yep.
Okay.
Attack damage by this target is reduced by 33%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiss the Fist went down. Alright, let's end this here.
Got him.
Alright, Chase. I'll let you make this call since Jiggy made the last one.
Murder!
Get out of here.
That was a real dick for not just giving us whatever the thing was.
Yep. Well, this person hates us, which I don't know who they are. Buying anything from shopkeepers costs more. So that's a shitty thing, but we don't buy a ton.
Yeah, have you not played Spelunky before, Bobby? Like, you don't buy from the shopkeepers, you murder the shopkeepers and take the shit.
So we got some cool stuff from them. 12 shills. We did get a new negotiation graft. So that goes up here. At the start of each negotiation, you restore resolve equal to the cost of your starting hand. That's actually a really nice... That's an awesome boon there.
That seems very good. That was probably his doohickey.
Yep.
You think?
That's the thing. Because this was his death loot here. Target all enemies, destroy after one. Oh, that's a good one. Not mad about that. So we've added how many? I think 3 cards now to our battle deck. Or actually 5 almost, if you include those. We can take the shills instead. Gain defense equal to the damage dealt by your next attack. That's pretty cool. Apply 4 defense, draw 2 cards next turn. Gain 2 adrenaline. That's going to increase the damage we're doing on everybody's cards. So
what's the threshold part?
Activates an added effect if damage is at or above the threshold number. So threshold needs to be 3.
So there's like a 66% chance that works because it's a 2 to 4.
Yep.
Okay.
If I was going to take one, that one's pretty damn good because we're going to gain an increase. Cavalcade here is pretty nice also too.
Your call.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
All right. So that was just a random thing that happened while we were on our way up here to the 3 as a party's mission. So now we should see negotiation. You find that Jerna, that's who we're talking to, is dealing with an Oshuna, a domesticated giant snail. Or rather, it seems that the Oshunu is... Ashnu, thank you, is dealing with Jerna. Bad snail, bad. Look at that snail. That's a good-looking snail.
I mean, he looks a lot like us.
Yep. It's that damned Ashnu that won't move out of his pen. There's an exclusive party at the hideaway, and you're invited. You ought to leave the snail. So we can beat up the snail, but we don't want to do that. We want to show some resolve here, and we're going to negotiate with the snail.
We don't even negotiate with her. We're negotiating with the fucking snail. That's great.
Yep. And we have a way with animals.
Yeah, sure, Wayne.
All right, so this is the first time on stream that we're showing off a negotiation. There's 2 decks in this game, which I love. You have a battle deck, negotiation deck. Some things are similar. Above our character, you can see what the damage we will be taking is. This outer circle here, this is their overall health, so they have a resolve of 23. That is their shell defense, as they're a snail. Inside of the circle is their intent, and you can see what all these are. So we don't know what these are. It looks like... Oh, okay, well, it's going to apply composure. Composure is the same as a shield. So if we apply composure on ourselves, we can hopefully negate some of this damage. But we know that there's 2 things that are coming our way. Here's where it gets a little tricky. I can force my attacks onto the core argument, which is presented at the front, or I can attack the same way any of these intents inside of the argument, and I will start to gain some things around my character as well. Anything I'm missing here on this, Chase?
I mean, the negotiation I'm still a little fuzzy on, because there are so many more mechanics, it seems, than the battling.
Yeah, the other thing too is that you can, when you're doing any sort of negotiation, you can approach it with diplomacy or you can approach it with hostility. And so these cards have different impacts on how things play out. So, yeah, I think let's just kind of start to get into it a little bit and show this off so people can see what we're talking about here. I definitely want to throw some composure on because we've got 4 coming in our way, so we'll just take 1 there. I'm not too worried about it. Renown is going to be pretty helpful. That's going to be something that stacks up here for us. So Renown is an argument with 3 resolve. So that's going to go into what we're doing here as well. I can do a self-promotion, which is going to give me some clout. But let's do this here. I'm going to throw this one up.
It's good that this game has a lot of tooltips, because there's just a lot. You just read off a lot of effects here that don't necessarily make sense to me on the face of them. Like bravado, self-promotion, clout, renown, like all of this stuff. Like composure, I get that it's just a shield, but a lot of these just have a bunch of effects on them that battle does not.
Yeah, so renown, you can see how this is a green number. The strength has gone up because of this. Okay. So all of these...
we should use that?
Yeah, so if I brag, I can now do 1 to 5 versus it was like, I think 1 to 3, or maybe it was 1 to 2. So we've depleted. So I still have this here. We've taken them down from 23 to 18. And then this will always send out 1 at the end of it as well.
Okay.
So those are the 2 intents that they had that attacked us. That now has put our resolve here to 0. But they did give us the slime. You draw 1 less card at the start of your turn. At the end of your turn, you remove 1 of the slime. So if there's 2 turns, we're going to have 1 less card because of that.
Okay.
We're only going to take 1 damage right now, but they do have composure up themselves. We'll probably end up doing that, but let's get some more renown up there. I'm going to do my bravado. That way this will at least do 1 damage on them. And then let's just go ahead and play that one out. We'll gain 1 influence at the end of your turn, and we'll lose 1 influence. This should... Yeah, there we go. So we have our self-promotion now. We have our influence. And we have our renown all stacked here. We do have the slime, which is only affecting our draw, not necessarily any of the stuff happening here. We're gonna lose this stack though, because I should have put the composure on that. I didn't even think about it, because that is gonna take some hits there.
Okay. You know, this is starting to feel that I'm watching it more. It's like a modified way, an abstraction, but it feels a lot like Magic the Gathering way, where your core, that 25 number that we have, like that is like the player character in in Magic the Gathering, and then these arguments, these other things that are in the circle, those are like creature cards that kind of attack on your behalf and can also be attacked directly.
So I'm a bit exactly I never played Magic. I've appreciated Magic. I just never.
You were cool. You were a cool guy.
I don't know about that. All right, Chase. So, would you like to throw some calls here on how you want to play this? Or...
I mean, all of these cards seem basically the same, right? They're all just gaining renown.
Brag and name drop. So we can gain 2 renown here on one of those, but this is going to... I would at least do 1 name drop before anything else.
Okay.
Because that's going to increase these here. So now we can do a little bit more damage potentially.
Yeah, let's do 2 brags then.
Oh, he's shielded. Shit, I forgot. So now we have to get rid of this one.
Okay.
Because they got that shield up.
Shield only for 1 turn?
Yeah, but we couldn't attack their core argument because it was shielded with that intent they had.
Okay.
So that dropped off there. But we got hit with the slime again. Damn, I'm just not getting a lot of damage. We'll take 1 here.
1 tough snail.
It's a tough snail. It's got a tough shell. All right.
6 on it.
Do this here. Doesn't count. Gain some influence. That will help out. Guaranteed 3. And we need to do some composure.
Yeah.
This is a tougher negotiation. I haven't had one that's...
Yeah, I was gonna say, this seems rather difficult.
Yeah, they're doing some damage, but we should be able to end it here, I think.
No, because he's shielded.
Yeah, and I only have 1 strong... Yep, shit. This damn thing. Alright. Shield's gone. Can't really do a whole lot besides just protect ourselves here.
Yeah.
This damn snail. Alright, do some protection. Let's end it.
Okay, let's hope it does bad. Oh,
damn
so
it.
Close. But now shouldn't our renown thing do 1 damage the next turn?
Yeah, it should. Yeah. To the wrong one. Oh shit, that hurt.
And now he's gonna be shielded again, isn't he? Yep. Because I think that's on his core. Like if you go over his core, I think it has that he that he retreats into his shell every 3rd turn. It says.
Yeah. Can't do anything.
What's the self promotion? Oh yeah, we've done that before.
We might lose this. Hey, what's going on, Jive? How you doing, man?
We got him.
We got him.
We're just screwed for the next.
We're in really rough shape. Draw 1 card, discard. That can be pretty helpful. Telling it to basically go. We'll do that. We'll do the scapegoat.
Yeah.
We're down. All right, they're heading down to the party, so we got 1 of them. I have been vibing on these. You can You can thank Chase for that. He's been playing these games for a long time, and he's got me hip to him, and I've had a ton of fun with him.
I find these to be really good streaming games as well. Like,
yeah.
We're able to kind of take our time, think about some stuff, interact with chat, not have to be so twitchy. I like them a lot.
That bad credit really sucked.
Yeah.
But we needed it. On to another one here.
Hey, this is a friend, isn't it?
You know, let's double check here. No.
No. Slightly different.
Hinders.
You know, all these charcoals look the same.
They all, absolutely. Why must we only feel the machine? Hesh has presented itself upon the very shores. Who's this? The flock doesn't seem to be too receptive. Oh, okay. That's his advances. Still a novice, but now I wonder if she might be a heathen. Of course she is. Let's let off some steam. There's a party going on. I can't party while the word goes unspoken.
Let's you know what?
Let's beat him up. Yeah.
Like we're not doing great on resolve right now.
Nope.
We've got some good combat cards, and also that person's a 1-star.
Boo. Well, they dislike us. That's too bad. 40. Short skin. The first time takes damage each turn. They gain 2 defense. This is a species boon. Okay. Well, let's start bashing and toughen up. We're good on health.
Just came in, started bashing.
Meanwhile, I was just bashing them. I'm gonna hang on to that one. Well, honestly,
should we just apply more defense?
Yeah, probably a good call.
6,
because they're gonna gain more defense from us anyway. Those first 2 rounds. Definitely put that on. All right, let's do this one. We're gonna gain defense based off the damage here, so that should take us up.
So we'll gain. Okay, that makes sense.
So takes a little bit off the edge there. Kiss the fist, of course. They're not attacking us.
Well, if we did that and then drop kick, that's free.
Yeah.
Free drop.
It's free real estate, as they say. And that'll be it there. We're getting close on them. Do that.
Rampart probably good call. Yeah.
That should put us up where we need to be to not take a hit here.
We can Rampart again. Oh yeah. Man, that's a good card.
It's a really good card. Hopefully we'll get to upgrade it here soon. Alright. I don't know. What do you think? Execute this time around?
Can we see what we get from her?
Yep. Anchor's a pretty good card.
That seems pretty alright.
Yeah, I've had that card before. Anchor's a fucking good card.
Alright, well, I think she sealed her fate.
Yeah. It's nice knowing you. You should have listened.
Should have just said the Wookiee smelled nice. That's all you had to say.
Alright. Blacklisted. At the start of each negotiating, discard a random card. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but also I feel like at this point we're never going to negotiate in. If
No,
we don't have
but look
to.
at that. We get 3 more resolve just for beating her ass.
Tiny bit of resolve.
That's a really nice pickup, though. That card's a good one for sure.
Cool.
So let me check. So we have 17 cards in our deck right now.
Is there a maximum?
I don't know. But this card, I mean, we can get rid of this card eventually.
Okay.
So
can we get rid of any card eventually?
Yeah, we have that choice. You can go, there's certain things on here that we can go and get that information. All right. So increase your Moxie by 4. That's not a bad one. Expend 2 empty bottle cards from your deck. This card costs 0. We haven't really been doing a lot with our empty bottles. I'm fine with this going to shills, so we can add a little bit more money towards upgrading now that we have that.
Okay.
We got that 20 against us right now as well. The crowd definitely seems moved by your display. I would hope so. A couple passerby make the symbol of Hesh upon their brow. Well, yeah, we scared the living shit out of people. We just smashed that worker with our hammer. Suppose there'll be others at this party tonight. Count me in. That's the right answer. After that, we just killed somebody for you. Okay. I don't think we need to buy any more resolve right now. Question: have either of you ever drank Moxie? I don't think so.
I have not. Is that like an energy drink?
What do we got going on here? Oh. So we could buy cards here. This is who we want to talk to, I believe.
I don't know where our dog friend is. We haven't found him.
We don't have anybody right now.
Wait, like the one guy liked us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just haven't found him.
The hideaway. Here to invite you to a VIP shindig. That's you. You're a VIP. Flattered, but my status as the hideaway doesn't turn into a promotion in the ranks. In fact, I've got enough VIP of my own over here. Very important paperwork. We offer to help with that? Whoa, we'll lose 15 resolve. Nope, can't do that. Pretty even battle. You ever want to taste tar and carbonate here? Ooh, Moxie does not sound like something we want to drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
What's
her deal?
Oh, I forgot about this. That just took us back up. Okay.
Wow.
At the start of close turn, and incept implanted evidence argument in one if one does not already exist. Alright. So they're gonna do 4 on us.
This seems so much more complicated than the battling.
It absolutely is. Force all friendly arguments onto one target. I don't need to do that quite yet. We can name drop. And we'll do bravado just to get some damage down. Oh shit, it's a regional cola? Woof. We still got that working for us. That's going to be really nice to just start leaning in. Planted evidence. When this argument is destroyed, deal 2 damage to Smith's core argument. I'm going to protect myself from that. And we'll do this. Take that.
Ooh, took a lot of damage. Though.
She's a good arguer, I'll give her that.
Bobby, do you like any regional sodas? in our neck of the woods?
Ski. I'm a huge fan of ski.
You're a ski man?
Yeah.
I also enjoy a ski from time to time.
I grew up.
How would you explain ski to someone like Matt, who's
You mix Sprite with Mountain Dew. That's ski.
It's pretty damn close. Like it definitely has the color of Mountain Dew, but it's not as harsh of a taste.
No, it's much smoother.
Yeah.
We do have channel points. We have channel points that people have been getting for a while. We have not set up a way to spend them. We've got some things in the works for that right now, but they're currently being referred to as spoiler alert casual coins. Which there we go. This is pretty cool too. So I don't know if you paid attention to the bar progression beneath some of these moves, but as you're using them, they start to level up. And so once you get to...
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, every card that you use, so the more frequently you use it, the better odds of it upgrading are. And
that's extremely cool.
There's no currency to do this. You just click on the card and you have two choices that you always can do when you upgrade a card here. So we're still going to apply composure, but we could draw a card. Or we could gain 1 renown, which I think that's a pretty big deal.
Seems pretty good. Bobby, I did not know about this system before. I don't think we even touched upon it on our quick look, but I think that on its own would sell me on this game.
The upgrade?
That is such a cool, because I mean, we've seen upgrades before. We see upgrades in games like Slay the Spire, Fights in Tight Spaces. We've dealt with it, but that kind of Skyrim idea of the more you use a thing, the better it gets.
Yep.
Applied to a card game is really cool. I like this system a lot.
You want to see something even cooler? So
yes.
Let's talk about Bragg. We've used that quite a bit.
Right.
This shows you what all the other possibilities can be on your upgrades.
Very cool. So when we get to 6, we'll get the choice of any of those?
It'll present 2 of these options.
Oh, okay. So it's a random upgrade, but it's a random out of a pool of upgrades?
And these are the possible pools. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. And every single card has
Bobby, this game is cool.
This game's very cool. I told you this game was really good. This game fucking rules, man.
I mean, I told you this game was really good,
true.
And then
Fair.
you played it and you told me it was very good, and now I'm telling you that it's very good.
Apply composure to all friendly arguments equal to the damage dealt by this card. I
do like a good double entendre.
That was an awesome album. Before I did not think that lead singer was a very good dude. That seems really nice to have. Gain 2 defenseless. Force all. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. So there's a point getting started. Take a break, relax, clear your head with a decent amount of booze. That's or Fago. Isn't Fago the drink of choice for the Insane Clown Posse? Like they just.
It is.
Okay.
It's a soda. It's not an alcoholic beverage.
By the way, another regional drink. Is it pronounced Sherwine or Sheerwine?
Sheerwine, yeah.
That's really good stuff.
It is good stuff. I've had one Sheerwine in my life. I went down to Nashville and found it there. It was quite good.
Well, Chase, I'll have news for you. Maybe you and I can crack open a cold Sheerwine here very soon, because my brother is moving from North Carolina back to the area, and he's promised to bring me some.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so we've got our 3.
I thought you were going to say we were going to take a road trip.
Well, we can do that too. 3 as a party should be complete.
We've got one planned. I've got it all mapped out. I know where we're going. We just have to make it happen.
All right. How's it going? I see everyone made it, thanks to me, of course. Well, you were here always popular in school, so I figured it'd be easy for you. Looks like I'm gonna need you and your skill set soon, though. There's trouble brewing. Look at these 2. Oh, they don't like each other.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. This seems to be about politics. Oh, shit. Okay.
What happens if we don't get involved?
Um,
Nothing? Or we just don't know?
I don't know. Doesn't look like anything at this point in time.
I mean, we don't really give a shit about either of these people, right? We're just trying to get them all together.
Right.
I kind of don't care if
Okay.
they fight each other.
Oh, we're supposed to keep things calm. Now I have bills and damages.
Siabutia.
I'm more of a party goer than a party thrower. Hey, that's fair. Fair.
You know?
What is...
Sure, no. Like, we didn't even do anything. Ugh, fuck. Whatever. Who cares?
Wow.
We're not here to be liked, okay?
Oh, we failed the job?
Fuck off. That's... You know what? The job wasn't for people to like us. The job was to get people together.
Damn.
That's lame. So does that mean we lose, or do we just have another option now?
I've never had the... Oh, man. I've never had that happen where... There's a whole line of them here.
So many people just like us. Line them up. We'll fight them all.
So we don't have anything yet. But it probably won't take much to make some people...
But hey, one guy still likes us.
Yeah, ready your butt, because this business is about to boom. Okay. Came by asking questions, looking for you.
Yeah.
The left direction.
Oh, I'm looking for them.
They should know better. You come back, I'll hook you up with a room and back. Yeah, the town hates us now, Jiggy. But, you know, sometimes you get the bar and sometimes the bar gets you. Special reserve. Ooh, secret hats. I like a good secret hat. Okay. We could... Ah, yes. Awesome. So these are really cool, Chase. We have some limited events now. After whichever one we choose, we will... If we did anything on here, these orange ones are going away. So this opportunity will disappear if we don't seize it. Practice debate with hinders to upgrade one of your negotiation cards. Pass. You've heard about a pop-up fighting ring around here. Could be a good place to hone your skills.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that one.
We can't talk about it, but we can do it.
Don't tell anybody. Before you see anybody, you can hear the sounds of people cheering and the occasional thud of punches landing. Hey there, you up for a little scrap?
Hell yeah.
Upgrade 2 random maneuver cards or upgrade 2 attack cards. I think a good defense is...
I'm more of a punch thrower than a punch goer, if you know what I mean.
Hey, I know exactly what you're saying. Raises arms unless you take a few swings, ducking and weaving at strikes. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Those are the ones we want.
Those are the ones that we want. Alright, cool. That worked out.
Do we know how they got upgraded?
Let's take a look. Oh, look, we get to choose.
We upgrade them now. Gotcha, okay.
Oh, attack.
3 times.
Or 2 times at a higher value. So on the low end here, we're doing 6.
Yeah, or we'd get a guaranteed 8.
So it's either going to be 9
or 6 seems like a call, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be 8 to 12. It's going to do more damage than this on its best day.
I guess the only difference would be if there was something about the number of attacks you did.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are cards. I don't think we have any cards in our deck that do anything.
Not yet, at least.
But with that, yeah, like 4 to 6 seems like the right call.
Rampart, another big fan favorite around here. Hits all enemies, gain 10 defense.
That's a lot of defense.
I think that's a nice trade-off. Still a pretty high damage already, but then, yeah, I think this is the way to go.
I think that makes sense.
This is a cool system, man.
That's very nice. So they only upgrade once, though. Like,
yeah,
can't
those
upgrade again. Okay.
Where are the upgraded ones at? Yeah, that bar down there.
cool.
All right, so we have the party store, which is more than it seems. Talk to the puppeteer about special reserves. That's where we can get our new hats.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of money though, so I don't think we're actually going to be able to afford anything.
Yep.
But we can certainly try.
Let's just see what that's about.
Yeah.
Oh, random event. I knew it was you. There was no one else at the bar.
Uh-oh. That guy doesn't like us.
You think I need to be stealing from the likes of you?
Lushenko.
Judging by your fashion choices, yeah, I do.
We should probably ask Blaine, because I don't think that guy likes us, right?
Let's find out. I mean, there's a long list here.
Yeah, but he might hate us.
Bane, right? No.
No, Bane's the one we like. Check out who hates us, though. Yeah, there he is. Second one.
Yeah, he hates us.
Yeah, he doesn't like us. So let's talk to Blaine first. He might be a little bit more our friend.
What did you do? Nothing. This fool is trying to frame me.
Sounds like a real bad dude.
Yep. He stole my wallet. Teach him a lesson for me, and I'll make it worth your time. Well, this could be a chance to get better relationships, because what's he doing on us here? Bad credit. So he's causing things to be more expensive.
Man, I wish there was a way that we could fight Brennan or Benowern. Is that his name? Benowin.
We can't fight him, but he's also got a shit ton of resolve too.
There's a lot of resolve. I guess we got to beat up Blaine.
He's a 3-star.
That's probably not good. He's got a fucking handheld crossbow.
I know. This motherfucker. Okay.
But you know what he doesn't have?
Rampart.
Boosted kiss the fists.
And our health is good. I don't need to use that yet. But take these.
Why don't you use your cavalcade first, and then boosted kiss the fist?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Return stone rampart to your hand. What did we lose? Oh, damn.
That's lame. That's one of our best cards.
I know.
But there's Anchor.
Yep. Oh, nice, Jiggy. At the start of your next turn, gain 3 temporary power destroy after 3 uses. We're taking some damage here. I think that's the way to go. We'll do this one. Very cool. This is gonna hurt. But these are nice. There's the moves.
We can kiss more fists.
Kiss these fists.
We just murdered that man.
Chase.
What does he give us?
Apply 1 wound, 50% chance to destroy this card. It's a makeshift dagger.
It is free. Free damage.
Doesn't cost
I
anything
don't
to
know. He seems like a nice enough dude.
But would this make the other guy like us if we just off him?
I think he's gonna feel the same way regardless.
Okay.
I think he'd be okay if we just roughed him up a little bit.
Hey, we got to resolve up. Take 5 damage, draw 2 cards. No, thank you. Drink
Ouch.
2. I'm going for the money.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
All right. I did it. Here, just take it. You hand back the wallet. I appreciate your help, but I'm a bit worried that there might be other bandits waiting for me. Would you escort me home for a fee? Of course. Why not, right?
Or this might be a trap, though. Like, this guy doesn't like us. Maybe
We'll find out.
Leading us bad dudes.
Let's take him home.
Uh-oh.
This happened. Listen here, Smith. You should get out of here. We have some unfinished business with... I mean...
What does abandonment do?
Well, if we abandon him, they're gonna kill him probably. He already hates us, so he can't hate us more than he already does.
Seems like a win-win to me.
Tiempo, ma.
I had plans today.
God, we're a real dick. I love it.
Hey, you should not charge me that extra 20 shill, you asshole.
Yeah, you really screwed us.
I gotta go see man about a hat anyway. So
wow, if he's dead, that doesn't go away, right?
he's not dead, at least yet.
Yeah. Okay. So it still makes things. But on the other hand, fuck that guy.
Chase, do you ever shop at the party store yourself?
I've been to a party store. I don't think I would say that I shop at the party store.
I'm about to pretty woman her right now because I know about the special reserve. She thinks that we're just a grifter, but here, show me the hats. Give me the hats. Give me all the hats. Here she is again, throwing shade. Sweet Mareef. That's a pretty good name.
That is a pretty good name.
There was a song called Sweet Marie. Came out in the early 2000s. Sweet Marie, there's a hole where your heart should be. Pretty damn good song. God damn it.
Yeah, let's convince them we're cool. We'll gain back a lot of resolve with our thingy, right?
Yeah, almost back to full. Through with being cool. Alright. Doing 4 on us.
Let's use our brand new card.
That's a nice one. That is a nice one. Just like that, things look a little bit cooler than they did before the fight. What's this one do? Start if you turn, double catch penny when destroyed, lose 1 shill. There we go. Guaranteed 3. And get some damage in. Apply composure to all friendly arguments.
We don't have any friendly arguments, do we?
Not really.
Yeah, but it's damage.
Yeah. A little bit there. Maybe this turn.
I do like the way they talk.
Yeah.
As they're actually giving the arguments.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's gonna upgrade our. Yeah.
You know it.
Our brag.
There we go.
Nice.
Hey, we're cool. Show me the hats.
Show us the cool shit.
We're gonna increase the maximum damage of this card by 2. That's helpful. Expend removes this card for the rest of the negotiation. So if we do this one, we won't have it again.
But it's a guaranteed 5.
It's a guaranteed 5, where this is a 1-5. And I think we already have a couple brags in there. So
yeah, let's grab a
guaranteed for sure.
I like that.
Spend 2 renown, apply 5 composure. A pretty good card, actually. Saving face. Apply 3 composure to a random friendly argument and force all enemy intents. Okay. Again, at the end of your turn, spend 1 renown and apply 2 composure to all of your arguments. That's going to be a bit more specific. I like this save face card, though.
Okay.
I'm going to grab that. Okay, I'll show you what I have for 1. Show you the best stock after dark, so you have to come back and see what I have. Okay. We got to come back later on. Who's this person? Steven? Oh, that's a cool design. This is the place for partying.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like one of our parties, Chase.
Yep, we also know how to party.
We had the shill. We could remove a battle card or a negotiation card here.
Yeah, we can't afford any of this shit.
Nope. Stop partying.
Stop partying is a very good prompt for that that point. I like that.
Okay. Oh, these are graphs. Cool. How much are they charging?
We're not going to be able to afford these either, but what do they do?
This one, at the start of each battle, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many new cards. At the end of your turn, gain 4 defense if you have wound or impair. Then Master Chip is at the start of each battle, improvise a random item card. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Master Chip would be the one I go for.
Let's go fight. Go into this trap and then maybe call it.
Call it there, yeah. All right. You figure you'd found the right place when you see the Luminari. You always did have a knack for escalating the drama. You're one asking me hideaway. I am. Figure you got about 5 minutes before the intrigue wears off and I get bored, so what do you want? We're not tax collectors. Take the job.
Wow, just like that. You don't even want to ask questions.
Nope. Just give it to us. The Great Beaching. Okay, there's a shop there. That's bold, ain't it? Pearl on the foam. Okay. So it sounds like the Spark Barons are the real assholes here with the under money. Please discredit the Barons. Make it clear to the pilgrims they are not welcome in Hesh's pools.
I am kind of just glazing over a lot of this lore, story, world building stuff, but I think that's because we're playing this like on a stream, kind of trying to go through some of this quickly. But it does seem like the writing seems really solid.
Yeah.
There are a lot of names and words going on here that I would like to dig into more.
Use the chip graph. Alright, I think this is getting us a graph, if I read all that correctly.
Yep, sounds like it.
Is this our friend?
No.
The Grout Bog. Here's our shit. Slightly used, eh?
Wow. I think he's implying that they were killed.
Do you care about the reserve stock yourself?
Yeah, let's do the reserve stock and then probably call it after that.
Okay.
We'll get a bunch of resolve back from other graph.
Okay, apply composure. We got that coming in. I think that's really the only way I can do that right now. Oop. There we go.
Bad. Why don't you use that last bully there, and that'll upgrade that bully card.
Yep.
That is a really cool system. Like, it makes you want to use cards that might not necessarily be optimal just because you know you can get upgrades for them later. It's a
really good system.
Choices.
Yep.
That's so cool. Oh, he stole our Lucid Brag.
Yep. Well, this will help out.
Sure.
Oh, I don't have 2 renown.
Oh, we need more renown. Yeah, why don't you use that brag? Because that will upgrade that brag too, and that'll get us a renown. Is that 2 now? Can we use the save face now?
Nope.
Or do we just have 1? No. Good. Wait, what's the? Yeah, there you go.
Tina Mundo. Sia Shiatona.
Yeah.
Worked out. We did it. Just keep stealing cards. This asshole.
That really sucks.
Let's do composure.
Sopalcutie.
Takes care of that. And I'll work on this bully to get that one upgraded too. All this he's trying to sell shitty. Oh, we can do this now also.
What the hell happened there? Oh, we're gonna run out of cards.
We can do a flourish.
What does that do?
We get 8 gain 8 renown.
Seems alright.
We've got that.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Yeah.
And
Pretty good, pretty good.
keep taking our damn cards, this jerk.
Yeah. We don't have many cards left.
Oh, of course it was the 1.
Alright, we got him. Got him. No, we don't. We don't.
Yep, got him.
Hey, we did get him. How about that?
Hell
Wow. Lucky final card.
yeah. Increase the maximum damage of this card by 2. I think this one's better
Yeah, I think so.
than bully. It goes up to an 8, but you lose it
We
permanently.
lose it permanently.
Yeah.
It's 1/8. Mm.
It's a way to get rid of a card.
But you know, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Another save face. Damage spills over this argument before your core argument. Use some shills to those sweet hats.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get enough. But
Yeah. Look at the premium graphs.
yeah.
Okay. Whenever you gain influence, deal 2 damage to a random opponent. Increase the minimum damage by 2 on your attacks against targets that have trauma or are traumatized. And then whenever you draw 6 or more cards after your initial hand in a single turn, play a random card in your hand with a random target.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
So let me ask you this, Bobby. We already have a negotiation graft. If we got a new negotiation graft, would that overwrite the
Nope.
current
We have
one
we have a spot for 3.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. That's where my light is.
Yep.
I like that jar. That jar seems
Yeah,
really
the wretched
useful.
jar. And we just got a new graft, so now we have 2. All right.
Can we save this run and come back to it?
Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna come back here to the bar. Oh, damn it.
Oh, maybe not.
You're not half as quiet as you think you are. Neither are you, Grifter. Whatever you mean. Hickrip. I don't know who this is.
Oh, he's the guy we beat up.
Oh, yeah.
Or not the guy we beat up. He's the.
We're gonna fight, Chase. I know we're trying
Yeah,
to...
let's fight him. Let's fight. I
Fisticuffs
wanted to end
there.
on a fight. Let's end on a fight.
Nothing there.
Hell yeah.
That gives us more action this next round. 7 is what they're going for.
Well, we can totally negate that with Rampart, or We could use that cavalcade and drop kick.
Yeah. Let's just do this one here.
Okay. And we could drop kick because we still have 7 after that.
Yep.
Damn.
Just did a lot of damage there.
This, the negotiation stuff is very cool because it's very different and stuff going for it. But we just kicked so much ass with the battling stuff.
I agree.
Oh, I think you should have kissed this on that one.
Yeah, you're probably right. We still can.
Well, we'll take him. Yeah, it didn't matter anyway.
What does he give us? Deal 5 damage to yourself, apply stun.
Doesn't seem all that great, but I do kind of hate this guy for rolling up on us like this.
It's a principal chase, and yes, discount dash
We have to
Rendar
take the card.
gone.
We have to take that shock.
We have to
core
take the shock core one.
Okay.
But we can skip this one here.
Well, let's see what we get here.
If your target has trauma, deal 3 bonus damage. Special. I don't think we need to take any of these.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Oh, we gain a negotiation card because we have a reputation for
Okay.
violence.
I love it.
While this is in your hand, gain 1 dominance, unplayable, replenish. Okay. You just hope no one else suspects your intentions. Oh. No loose ends, is what I say. Go to our room. I think it'll be saved here.
And we've got no outfit to change into, right?
No, that would come usually after you fail a run.
Got it. Okay.
We'll get a bunch of extra cards and shit like that. So
Bobby, this game is cool.
yeah. Make sure it's okay. So we can return to the menu there. Great. Yeah, we're all saved up here. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Head over to some credits. And let me stop this game. And let me fix this really quick. There we go. Ooh. Chase, that was a good time.
That was a good time. This is, I think this game works really well for streaming it like we did.
Yeah. Well, it's...
I would love to play this myself, and I will very soon.
Yeah, the timing worked out really well because I know that when we first talked about this game back on the podcast, you were a little bummed out because there still wasn't an opportunity to play this outside of early access on PC. The campaign, like, there wasn't multiple characters at that point in time. There was a lot of stuff that like hadn't been added into it, so it was really cool for me to come back to it after that first taste and to see where it's at now. And I got to tell you, like, I'm happy that it played out that way because I've had more experience with the genre. I've learned a lot from you on. Thanks, Jiggy. Always a pleasure having you hanging out with us, especially our time with fights in tight spaces. Like, that game is on a very special pedestal for me for a lot of reasons.
That game changed you in a very profound way that makes me very excited.
Yeah, that game changed a lot. I think it changed me. I think it changed a lot of our Monday nights and like what brought you and I a little bit closer for the streams here. And I'm excited to go back to it. I mean, like, that's a game that still is going to change over time. Like, we still have not done the draft yet, and I love that game. That game's very, very good.
You know, we're only in June, so it's we're halfway through the year at this point. It's still way too early to talk about game of the year stuff, but I think we are slowly putting together a really solid year out of a year that I was not expecting a lot from.
No,
like, after 2020 and all the delays and all the problems,
totally.
I just didn't think we were getting much out of 2021. And in terms of big AAA games, I don't think we really have. There's been a few that have come out, and maybe there still will be. I mean, we were about to hear more about Horizon Forbidden West, or we already heard a decent amount. That might not come out this year. We know about Breath of the Wild 2 that may come out this year. Who knows? Like we've got some bigger things potentially on the table, but the things that we have gotten, we've gotten Griftlands out of early access. We've gotten Loop Hero. We've gotten Fights in Tight Spaces that's in early access right now, but could come out by the end of this year, and even if not,
Hard
maybe we'd
Space
still count it
Shipbreaker,
anyway.
Satisfactory for me. Subnautica Below Zero came out of early access. It hit 1.0. Like I can tell you with full confidence on June 8th, my wife's birthday, happy birthday, that my list will be more different than it has been any year that I've been keeping a list for Game of the Year. It will be the most unique list I've had, where I think that in the past I've had a very predictable list. We saw Mighty Goose came out too. I have not played that yet, but I did see it was on on the list.
True.
So I want to check that out. If you stream it or anything, I'd like to check that out, Jiggy.
But it is interesting. Like I feel like we all have reached this point at different times. I was probably maybe the earliest of like, oh yeah, I like the indie games more than I like the bigger games now. And that came with stuff like Spelunky. We had Into the Breach, obviously for me, FTL, Risk of Rain, like tons of smaller games that I started to really gravitate to. And not to say that you didn't enjoy any indie games, but your list was filled with games like Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild and like the big stuff. And even last year you were talking about Last of Us 2 or Last of Us Part 2. And
I
so
mean,
I
like,
think it's
if
really
you look
cool.
around me right now, like like there's Mass Effect,
You're a
Halo,
basic
Zelda,
bitch, right?
God of War's over there, wherever I'm pointing there, that's a God of War. I mean, like I have it all around me. Like I'm very predictable.
And I mean, those are all Pokemon behind me, so like I don't have a lot of room to talk. I like big games as well, but I think it's really cool. I'm really not trying to throw shade at you from previous years, but I want to say that I am very proud of you this year that you have been playing and also introducing me to lots of smaller, cooler indie games that are very innovative, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, we talked. I mean, me and Johnny had some conversations near December of 2020, and at the end of that already pretty fucked up year, like the cyberpunk shit took the wind out of my sails in a really big way. And I mean, I'm not alone there. I'm not writing letters to anybody. I'm simply just not playing a game that I thought was going to be a generation-defining game for me. And it most certainly wasn't. I mean, like, one of the reasons I built this fucking PC...
Give it time, though, man. It still might. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, Johnny's out there playing No Man's Sky and having the time of his life.
100%.
And, like, that was not... That was not the game we got at launch.
But what I talked to Johnny about was just like it feels so much better to have something surprise you than to put all your eggs in one basket to be let down. Like, it's such a gamble. And I really took that conversation to heart that I had with him. I'm like, you know what? Like, I got this PC. I have no reason not to check out new things. And like, I don't want to like abuse a system here, but like Steam has a pretty forgiving refund policy. So if there are things...
Thank you better, Johnny.
What happened here now?
Jiggy asked if I will ever play Last of Us Part 2, and Better Johnny said, "Are you joking?"
Oh.
Which, was a pretty perfect response.
Yeah, which there's my Last of Us Part 2.
I will say, though, against all better judgment, there is a copy of Outriders that is currently in my PS5. So
we can stream it.
I make mistakes too, guys. I make them all the time.
Yep. But no, there's been some fun things. And again, like I'm looking over here, like I keep looking to my left on my other monitor of like the games that I have downloaded right now. And like I'm just going through my head about like where am I spending most of my time and where have I been spending, and it's like games that I probably wouldn't have even like talked about. Like we didn't do it last year, but at the end of Game of the Year for multiple years, we were like, okay, like give us a cut. Well, I think we did like our number one pick for the next year, but we didn't talk through games that were essentially like, what are your top picks for next year? Like, what are some games you're looking forward to? None of these fucking games would have been on there.
No,
not a single one of them.
Although I don't want to take away from you last year. I mean, you did have games like Spiritfarer, games like Ori on your list. So it's not like you were only playing the big AAA games.
Hey,
you definitely played some of the smaller.
You should have known when I cried on our last Game of the Year episode that things are going to be different.
You were balling, and then we didn't pick your games anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, I literally shed tears for this thing. Have we all heard about Front Mission 3? No, I have not heard about Front 3.
I've heard that one of our good friends, Jiggy-san, was playing it. So that might be something to go check out.
Absolutely. Well, Chase, let's button this up here.
Sure.
I'm kind of loopy. We got a new dog, and sleep has been, the puppy thing's taking away sleep.
It must be terrible. I had shit water fall down into my apartment today.
I'm sorry.
So,
your shit water trumps my puppy. It's so as we've been talking about the podcast a little bit, we have a podcast that we do every week, Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. This week is a very special episode that Chase is taking us through. It is a deep dive, which we do once a month, and that is more of a dealer's choice. Sometimes it's more of a journalistic, sometimes it's more of a show and tell. But we have a really great deep dive coming up on Wednesday night here on the Casual Hour.
Can I give our viewers just a sneak preview?
You can give it away.
I don't want to give it away, but I do kind of want to give a little bit of a sneak preview. That's all you get.
That's all you get. That's it.
You get.
So
see you on Wednesday. It'll be fun. I'm very excited for this one. I think it'll be a great time. I'm looking forward to how everybody deals with it.
You had shit water. I had no sleep, and Jiggy ran out of propane for their stove. Damn it.
Well, somebody called Hank Hill.
Damn it, Bobby. So
another bit of business. I know you're talking about podcast stuff. I got some other plugs here. Tomorrow, I will be recording a new episode of Gamers on the Go. It is not the one that Bobby and I have been teasing for months now.
I know.
That one is still in the works. It will happen
this month.
But this one is with another good friend of our show, and I'm excited to do that one as well. It kind of came together all last minute, but that'll be great. So that's recording tomorrow. It'll probably go up sometime this weekend, I would imagine. But you can look for that at gamersonthego.com, at GOTG Podcast on Twitter.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely check that out for sure. Monday nights, as you know, is Casual Mondays. You all been here with us. Thank you for tuning in. And on Friday, I don't know if Johnny will be coming back this week. He might have a family thing to attend to, so I've got a plan B. But currently on the docket is another round of No Man's Sky, which was such a fun time checking that game out last Friday.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was so much fun to watch. I may have downloaded the PS5 free update to No Man's Sky. I haven't played it. Who knows? I'm just saying you might see me on Friday. You have a better chance of seeing me this Friday than you did last Friday.
Okay. Well, I would love that because I think that game would be a lot of fun to go back to again this week. But if you can't, and if Johnny can't, I am going to fire up that new Ratchet and Clank Friday night.
Yeah, that does come out then.
But the other thing here, I know Jiggy, you were talking about having this game. You paid for a big version of it, and if you want to, you should join up with us on Friday night and play a little bit. I don't know, man. Like, I thought that game ran pretty well on launch, but
yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember having a problem running it. It was just a case that it was boring.
But if you want to check it out,
it'd be okay.
We would have a nice little party going, and we could all hang out and play some No Man's Sky.
Something to consider.
So that's kind of our weekend review. We'll have a new episode up. That if you can't tune in Wednesday night for the deep dive, download it Friday morning at 9 a.m. And as we teased, if you want to get a little bit more of the systems and see a different character for Griftlands, tomorrow at 9 a.m. on our YouTube channel, Chase and I recorded a quick look for Griftlands, and we'll have that going up tomorrow as well. Chase, appreciate you being here. We got a game saved, so we have an option. We can come back next Monday potentially, but we'll talk offline and figure out what will be the best one.
That's what I was going to say. Is like I don't know if we necessarily will come back to this next week, but I would love to come back to this at some point.
Yep.
And I'd also like to see the third character. I have not seen how Rook works yet, so I'd be very interested to see
absolutely
what makes them different from the other two.
Appreciate everybody tuning in, and Chase, thanks again for being a great partner. You all have a great night, and we will talk to you later on. Take care.
See you guys.